All right, YouTube, 106 Falconer, back with another freaking exciting video. Over to Junior Third's old farmhouse. We're going to put one of these cheapy Reliabilt sliding glass doors in. It's 5 foot wide, 80 inches tall. It's going to go approximately where it's at right here. These things, I put them in before, they're a pain in the ass. But we're doing this as new construction. We're going to remove the siding. We're going to use the nailing fins. Luckily, the floor in the kitchen is like dead nuts level. So we'll go in and I'll show you what we're doing in there. And then we'll get back at it when there's other exciting stuff happening. All right, in the house, as you can see here, Junior Third there is going to be, we're going to take out this piece of plaster here, whatever. This is the little kitchen nook where it's going to go in. So we measured up, originally did 80 1/4, but the door was actually 79 5/8. So we dropped the line down a 1/2 inch up top there. We got a 1/4 inch on either side. And like I say, we're going to be busting into these walls here. We're going to do this bottom section first before we go cutting any of the chair rail or the baseboard or anything, just to make sure we know what's cooking. But I think it's going to be a pretty good install, so we'll be back when we get this out. All right, so what we found out is they sheetrocked over the old plaster, and there was a portion of the plaster missing here. So you can see they used 1/2 inch sheetrock over top of the old plaster. So we'll get that out and see what it's looking like. We'll be back in a minute. All right, YouTube, so we're working on the inside, get that wall opened up, which I'll show you in a minute there, because it's a rough cut 4x4, so they're actually just 4 by 4 inches. That's what, 24 inch on center on that inside wall. We're not going to have a lot of room to header off this door on the inside, so what I'm hoping is that where they put up here for the porch roof, we can basically use this for our header. Once we get everything opened up and out here, we should be able to get up there and make sure that we're lagged into them 4x4s, because there's not a lot of load at this section. I'll show you here. I'll go back here. It's the pitch on that roof is quite abrupt. I mean, the only possible thing would be like a snow load where the main roof comes down to the porch roof in that corner. But I think that should be enough to, I mean, I think that one 2x8 there should be enough to act as a proper header in there. But we'll let me go inside. I'll show you what we got inside there. Back in a minute. All right, so here we is in the inside. Junior Third's dutifully working away, we got to see what's here. We may wind up having to take more of this wall out to get framing in here, because you can see there's every 24 inch on center. There's no insulation. Old cedar siding on there, which is nice. But once we get that opened up, get this cut out, and we'll go up and open up the top here. The baseboard too is like non-aromatic cedar. Pretty nice stuff. I mean, all the wood in here is really nice. So just an old farmhouse. So all right, we'll be back. All right, YouTube. So we got the inside cut out. Now we're here on the outside, so we ran a drill bit through the inside wall, and we are right there. That's the top right there. So we were thinking about not pulling the siding, but we're gonna have to pull the siding and then possibly cut out a groove underneath the whatever the hell you call that freaking ass thing up there, that board, so that with the nailing fence we can slide it under there. But we got to get the siding off first to see what we're up against. So let me go inside. I'll show you the inside real quick. The chickens are having a run around. They're awesome. All right, going inside now. All right, so Junior Third is finishing cutting out that last piece of lath up there. We punched a hole in right here at that top corner. So that's how much higher it is, you know, from in the house to outside the house. So we'll work at getting the siding off, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully, I'm hoping we can just box this in, open it up enough to box it in. And because, like I say, there's not a lot of stress on that wall right there. So, well, we'll see. All right, so yeah, we're gonna pull the siding so that we can have as many full pieces, because where that door is right there, if we come down here, we're gonna have some short pieces here. So if we pull the siding off, then we can get as many full pieces back on there as possible. And the person that did the siding there, whenever they used roofing nails, and they did leave a gap in there, so that'll be easy enough to get out. And then we'll just stack all that up, and then get that cut out. And all right, YouTube. So we're back here. So you can see the bottom here where we did not cut the siding off. That's the inside of the house. So we got like 2.5 feet to get to the outer deck. We're cutting a hole in here. We pulled some siding off so we can have some long chunks to fill in. But now we got cedar shake over top of cedar clapboard siding, or whatever the hell you call that shit. So, but we're getting there. We're all right. So Junior Third's running the Sawzall. We're going through the 4x4s. We're gonna try to get this whole panel out. Right to there. We're gonna tarp it up and call it a day. So we're back. All right, so we're gonna use the chainsaw to get that up in Parkas. The blade on the Sawzall's got a little dull, so we just want to get this shit going. So got the awesome Shindewa fired up here. All right, so just that bottom cut holder. That bottom cut and just over to there. I'll go in and keep the wall from falling out on you. Oh, son of a bitch. Go ahead, hold it. You only got a couple more inches. It's kind of at an angle. That's what happens when you're fucking 4 foot tall. A little bit more. Another half inch. Another half inch, dude. You can use the Sawzall. All right, good. Yep. All right. So there we go. Now we're... Oh, you know what? Hold it. The first beam we are not through, and it's fucking just peppered with nails. The one over here. Okay. I mean, you almost got through it, but you're not quite. Well, we'll use the Sawzall for that. We'll bring the Sawzall in and we can get that. So. All right, so we're going to bring the Sawzall in and knock that out. And we'll get this out. And then we'll be able to see what's cooking here.
Ready?
Probably do it from inside here, Holden.
Oh, okay.
All right, back in a minute. All right, I'm going to try to set the phone up here so you can see.
Yeah, give us
We got to use a maul here to try to knock that piece of wall out. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Now we're going to get it out diagonally here. Sideways, whatever. Oh. Ready?
Yep.
Watch out for your feet. Don't somebody
Yeah,
fucking
I know.
nails.
Just set it right down. And then we'll go from there.
Oi. All right.
Well, here we go. That's it.
Yeah. Door's done. You were sparking on something in there, so.
Really?
I think it's where they had them other ones toenailed in or something, so. Yeah, just go across there, try to go as straight as you can. And then we'll knock it out with the Sawzall tomorrow. A little more, about a quarter inch in. All right, good. Now we're gonna have to get the multi-tool or something to cut the siding there, so. Well, there we go. We're just going to knock this piece out, and then that's going to be it for today there, YouTube. So we'll see you tomorrow, bitches. All right, YouTube, 16500 day 2 door install. We fucked up yesterday a little bit. We when the door was still wrapped up, we busted the cardboard open in the center on both sides to get a measurement, because in the installation it doesn't say what the dimensions of the door are, just to have a quarter inch on either side. So going from the middle here across, we got 38 and like 3/8 of an inch or 5/16 right around there. But if you measure the top side to side and the bottom side to side, it's at 58 3/4. So we cut the opening 58 3/4, and it's just a little too snug. So Junior Third there's been opening up this side on the inside. So now we're at we got clearance, hopefully, and we just gotta trim the outer part down so that we can dry fit this door, and then decide if we want to cut the nailing flanges off and just do it like a replacement door, or if we want to finish pulling the siding out and use the nailers as new construction. So that's where we're at right now. So we'll be back once we figure that out. All right, YouTube, we're back at it here again. After trimming down, we had to take like a, I don't know, quarter inch off of each side, which it took us a couple hours because it's a pain in the ass. If you don't get it cut right the first time, and then it's just time consuming, but whatever. So we got the door in there. It is pretty much dead nuts with our plumb. Let me go this way. We're pretty much dead nuts there, plumb and level. We are freaking nuts on. So, which really surprised. I mean, this is other than fucking up the opening. I mean, this thing is sitting right in there. So, the boys over to Home Depot getting. We got to get some lumber to box this in. Get some spax screws. And then what we got to do is we got to pull this siding off all the way around because we are going to use the nailing fins. So we got to pull it off so we can get in there because it's sticking us out, a half inch there. Anyways, so get that pump back in there. That way we can get some J channel around there and freaking bam, be good. Now the inside, you can see the line on the door is pretty good there. From the bottom to the top. So, that didn't look very good on the camera, but you gotta trust me. It's really good there. I mean, it still needs a little adjustment on the slider. But then on the inside, yeah. So we're gonna be getting some 2x6s and ripping them down so that we can box this area in. As far as the top goes, we're just gonna put a couple lockers up there because I mean this span is so small. I mean it's 5 feet, so yeah, I'm not worried about having instability on that section. So we got to box in around, do some boxing on the bottom here, but again that's not an issue because it's sitting pretty good on the 4x4s. So we can just load that up with minimal expanding great stuff. And then when we put our freaking sill on there, sill plate, whatever the hell you want to call them. Shit, I can't remember what you call them. But anyway, whatever. So, now this door, when you look at it from the inside, it looks a lot further off. That's the way these freaking doors are. They'll drive you nuts with these optical illusions. But when you close her up, all is good. The last one I did, went out to Niagara Falls, helped my brother do it. That was driving us nuts, that freaking gap. But you put your levels on there and everything's plumb, everything's level, it's all good. So we just got to get up, whatever, finish boxing it in. Then I'll be trimming it out, which is no big deal. That's all right, YouTube. So what we're gonna do here, boy got back from Home Depot, so we're going to take the door back out. We got to trim down some of this plaster in here, and then we're going to use these top corners as a mark. Keep the 2x4 that we ripped down to 4 inches, or 2x6 we ripped down to 4 inches. Even with here, and then we'll have it plumb going down that way. Same on the other side, and that should let us slide that in once we get the siding off and be able to nail in and not have any issues. Then we'll box in the top just to have it done and do something on the bottom. So we'll be back. All right, so we got them ripped down to 4 inches. Did them at 82 inches. This one we 45'd the bottom here because we got this bracing or something going up like at a 45-degree angle wire. So we're gonna shove that in there. we're going to get the other one in this side. And as long as we stay true to the upper corners, we'll be good. It'll be plumb. Then we're just gonna tack it in with the Milwaukee brad nailer there, finish nailer or whatever, and then we'll be on our way. Then once we get that in, then we're gonna get the siding all loosened up and slide that bitch in. So we'll be back. All right, so we're getting it squeezed in between the interior and exterior wall. We used the multi-tool. We knocked off any plaster that was coming through the lathe. So now we're just getting that in there. All right, you two. So we got the siding loosened up around there. Now we're just cutting this insulation back so that when we get the nailing fins, flanges, whatever the fuck on there, it's going to be as close to the house as possible. And then we got new J channel and whatnot to go around there, so that's where we're at now. We got both the 2x4s in, or the cut down 2x6s to 2x4 boxed in there. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, you two. So we got the boxing in done, as you can see there and there and there. We got the siding pulled away. Cut this insulation paper so that the freaking nailers will go up there. Didn't do anything on the bottom because it's pretty good there. And like I say, there's absolutely no weather that gets in here. I mean, because you got a freaking 12-foot freaking roof going over here. So we'll get it in there and then grate stuff it down there and around and then go on to siding. So we'll be back in a minute. See ya, bitches. All right, you stay here, Tonk. All right, so we're back here. We got the door in. All right, we got her screwed in there. Everything works out good. Locks up nice. Everything's good and good. Now we're gonna do the J channel. This is a universal screen, which if you never put one of these in, which I never have, 30-inch universal screen. You loosen the screws at the top and the bottom, and then this slides up, and then you got to cut your wiper down to fit. So we got everything working. They give you a little plastic lock thing to put in here. Now the door itself, where it locks, we put. All right, I don't know if I've been recording, but we put 2.5-inch spacks in there and there to keep that locked in. Now it's J channel time. Gonna run the J channel up around there. We're gonna have to cut it down for the top there, and whatever. But anyways. The hard part is done. Now it's just all the cosmetic shit and getting the siding back up, and then Junior Third's gonna build himself a whatever landing area out here to get down from here. So we'll be back once we get the J channel up. So see ya. All right, so we're getting the J channel installed here. We got the top done. We got the piece on this side here done. Now Junior Third's freaking going at it, knocking that one out, get that piece. Then we're gonna put a piece in the bottom just to hide that shit, and we're gonna be good. I mean, at least for, it's functional. The door's functional now. That's all that matters. Functionality. We still gotta do the inside, trim it all out and shit, but that's not happening today. So once we get the outside all done, buttoned up, then we'll be back, and that's gonna be the end of this video. I mean, it's a freaking easy install. A lot of thinking, a lot of fucking around, but other than that, not bad. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, YouTube. So we got it in. We got new siding to put around there. Got the J channel all up. this and that. The screen's on, working fine. So I got to tell you, for one of these Reliabilt doors, this is like the easiest install ever. If we had just cut the opening at the proper size, we would have had this thing done 4 hours ago. So there you go, man. I mean, for the money, it's not a bad door. And you can do it. So don't be a pussy. All right. See ya, bitches.